Hey VC, how you doing? This is Cristian down here in Santiago, Chile. I'm doing this in response to George, our good friend George G of his Room of Rock. He started a really cool thread challenge. I don't know. Showed 10 songs that scream, shouts, whatever metal. So I have seen a couple of really cool responses, so I decided to jump in and throw my 2 cents to this idea. Of course, I'm going to leave George original video in the description if you want to do a proper response like I will try to do. First of all, let's start with a cassette. Nothing screams more metal, I think, except Metal Heart. That's a really great song. A little bit not in the fast way as we normally have listened to previous Accept stuff, but this is a great song, Metal Heart. So there goes number one. Number two is a band that in this album they change from the first incarnation to this more straight rock. This is probably, I think, one of the foundations of heavy metal in the way that we discovered this type of music in the 80s. But when you have a title in the album that says "in rock," what else can you say? This is rock. To me, this is the foundation of heavy metal. This is the blueprint for this type of music. And the opening track, Speed King. That's one heavy metal song, and the band was in this awesome album, firing in all cylinders. Great stuff with a new singer in Ian Gillan and a new bass player in Roger Glover. They added something else to the band, and they took it to the next level. So there goes Deep Purple and In Rock. Now, one of my favorite bands in this that sang in Spanish is Barón Rojo, of course. This is the album Volumen Brutal. This is, of course, their English version, but here there is an awesome song it's translated to Rockers Go to Hell or Los Rockeros Van al Infierno. That's an awesome lyrics, and nothing screams more metal than a song with that with that name, with that title, Rockers Go to Hell. That's a great song. The lyrics in Spanish are still very significant to many of us because it represented and it described how we felt back then when we were listening to this music and nobody understood what they were singing, saying, or trying to express with this type of very loud and aggressive music back then. So there goes Barón Rojo and Volumen Brutal and the song Rockers Go to Hell, or as it was titled in Spanish, Los Rockeros Van al Infierno. Okay, let's move this one out of the question. Low-hanging fruit, at least to me, it has to be Maiden. This is their debut. This is, of course, Iron Maiden debut. This is the first one with Paul Diano, and a song that it's heavy metal to me, and it describes how the band is going to keep growing and developing their music. Is track number 4, and it's Phantom of the Opera. That's heavy metal to me in a very for a very young band writing that kind of music in 1980. It represented what heavy metal was going to develop in the future years with progressive metal, progressive rock, more complicated and intricate stuff. But Iron Maiden and Phantom of the Opera, there it goes. Next, another new wave of British heavy metal band is Angel Witch with their debut album Angel Witch and the song Angel Witch. That's new wave of British heavy metal, as it says in the title of that type of music that came from England, mostly in the late 70s, early 80s. Nothing screams more heavy metal than a band named Angel Witch with an album named Angel Witch and the first song Angel Witch. So there it goes. Next, let's go with these guys. I think these guys, you might say that no, they changed their sound. They adopted a more commercial style of music in the mid 80s. But this era of the band, early 80s, late 70s, is when they were more playing more heavy metal music as we knew it back then. And the Scorpions, and this is Animal Magnetism. This is my Argentinian present, just because everything is in Spanish, yes. And the song is track number 3 on side 2, and it's The Zoo. There it goes. Great stuff. Great wah wah. Great, well, no, not wah wah. Box Talk by Matthias Japs. Yes. Great song, and I also enjoy very much the cover that Bruce Dickinson did of this song many years ago as a solo artist. So there goes another heavy metal song. At least my opinion is Scorpions and The Zoo. Yes, let's go with this, guys. Halloween 1987, the birth, maybe the proper birth for power metal, as it was titled back then. And the song I'm going to go with is Future World. That's a great fun song. You have all the ingredients, all the elements that heavy metal was known back then, but they added more speed, more testosterone, more to the music, to the sound, to the way music or heavy metal was sang back then, with a very young Michael or Michael Kiske, also a very young Kai Hansen. All the guys were really young. This is almost 40 years old album, and it's still to me their masterpiece. This is Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 1, and the song is here it goes, Future World. You can do a proper response to George video without talking about these guys. Unfortunately, he is no longer with us, but I think Dio has come to has to be added to the list, to the discussion. And when you have a song titled "We Rock," there's nothing more to say about. The last line, I think it's not as good as Holy Diver, but still it's a 9 out of 10 album, at least to me. And with a song "We Rock," that's heavy metal, at least to me. And finally, you can enjoy or you can't appreciate heavy metal music without some proper live concerts, some live versions of songs. And here I have two. One is from the mighty Saxon, and this is The Eagle Has Landed, a song I really enjoy very much, and it's heavy metal to me. It's Princess of the Night. Sorry about the glare. Track number 3, great stuff. Biff and the guys singing about common things, at least to many of us. For the regular people, they are not talking about philosophical or mythical things, just regular stuff that happens to most of us. And there goes Saxon, Princess of the Night. Heavy metal live music is one of the best. And for last, the Mighty Priest. This is Priest live, and with a song titled Metal Gods, sung by the Metal God. That's heavy metal, at least in my books. So that's my number 10 pick. I think this is a really good album, maybe too overproduced, but here we have great songs. But to me, the highlight, though the best song at least in this set list, is track number 3. Metal Gods, a really heavy metal song sung by the Mighty Priest, one of the bands that I think incarnate or gave birth to heavy metal as we know it, because they had the look, the outfits, and the way they dress and they perform, helped to create the way this music was later known by us. So that's it. That's my response to George. Great idea and cool video. Of course, I'm going to leave George's video in the description, so you can check this one out and maybe do a response to this great idea. This is Christian down here in Santiago, Chile, saying goodbye till next time. Bye bye.